What is going on, everyone? Welcome back. This is Joaquin Corrales, and in this video we're going to go over product research using our first tool, which is AliExpress. And so we're going to dive right into it, what AliExpress is. And so if you guys are not there and you want to know the website, obviously it's aliexpress.com, and this is going to be one of the main websites that we're going to use to drop ship our products directly from the vendor to the customer. And this is also going to be a website that we use to do a lot of our product research. There are many others that people aren't using, but this is one of the main ones that a lot of people use, but they just use incorrectly. So I'm going to walk you guys through the steps that you're going to have to follow to find some of the best products to sell in your online store using AliExpress. So as we said before, one of the main things when it comes to finding the right products is being able to find the most profitable niches and find items in those niches. And on top of that, we want to find items that have a certain number of orders, right? Between 700 and 2,000 orders. We also want to find items from people who are reputable, right? From reputable suppliers. We want to make sure that the shipping time is fine and that there are items that have a potential to upsell. So let's get right into the actual implementation of passing items through this criteria in a very quick manner that's going to allow us to start grabbing these products and throwing them into our store. Now, in this exact module, we're not going to throw the items in our store. So what we're going to be doing is that as we find the different products, we're actually going to copy the URL to it and just store it in a Word document. Now, to begin, what we want to do is that we want to choose from 10 to 15 products. So actually, we're going to do 20 products. We're going to pick 20 products that we're going to throw up in our store. And the reason why we want to do this is because although our advertisements later on are going to take people directly to one product, what a lot of these people are going to do is that they're going to come to your store through the advertisement, right? They're going to see if they're going to be on Facebook, they're going to click on a Facebook ad, and they're going to go to your product page. But what they want to do, and the second they click on it, what is going on is that you're taking that person through a sales cycle. And what that means is that you have to start building trust with this person. And I'm going to guide you guys through exactly what you need to do to be able to do that as we set up our product pages and everything like that. But you need to take them through a sales cycle in which you start building trust with these people so that they buy from you. And one of the things that these people do is that they'll go to your homepage sometimes. And if someone goes to your homepage and they see that you only have 3, 4, 5, 7 products, they're going to realize that you're a very small store. And we want to appear as if we're a large store, right? A store that they could trust because we've been around for a long time, or we have a bunch of products. And having a bunch of products is a way to show people is a way to build trust in your business. And so that's why we're going to add 20 products into our store before we even begin selling. And now finding these products is the actual key here, and that's where we're going to dive right into it. So as we see, AliExpress is a website like any other. There's a search bar at the top, and there's a whole bunch of different products here in your face as you first come into the website. And a lot of people don't pay attention to this, but it's extremely effective to go through this and try to find different products by just simply looking on the homepage. So for example, if you guys see this little left tab bar right here, we're going through basically different niches, right? And different niches that are selling, niches that are hot, because otherwise they would not be here in the front page. So for example, I would come here and I would click on phones and accessories. So I'm going to click on that and let's see what shows up. So obviously there's a whole bunch of brands. I don't really care about brands right now. I just want to see products. So mobile phone accessories. Okay, this is cool. Let's see right here, we have best selling phone. Let's click on that and see what they have. So now we're at the products area. And so how we get to this products area is by a variety of ways. So one of the ways was how you guys just saw, which was that I clicked on a specific product and it took me I clicked on a specific section and it took me to it. We could also use a search bar up here to be able to search for specific niches, and we're going to do that pretty soon. But I was basically just clicking around on phone accessories. I saw the word best selling here, best selling phone cables. Let's go in there and let's see what's going on. And the first thing that we want to do as soon as we're at a product in the product feed, right? This is what's called the product feed, which means that there's a whole bunch of products here in a feed format, right? The first thing that we want to do is that we want to go in and we want to sort by orders. And like we said before, orders is one of the things that we have to take into consideration as we pass every single product through the product research criteria, and it's that we want to sell products that are between 700 to 2,000 orders. Sometimes we'll go more, sometimes we'll go less, but for example, let's take a look at where we find those numbers of orders. So by sorting by orders, the first thing that we did was that we put them in order from most orders to least orders. So if you guys take a look at this product right here, this Ugreen micro USB, this product is from $1.97 to $3.94, and look at how many orders it has. It has 94,154 orders. So this is definitely a product that we probably do not want to sell because it is oversaturated. Like, there are a lot of people selling this specific product. Now remember, the niche that we choose can be saturated, but not the products that we choose. They cannot be saturated because then there are too many people selling it, which means there's too much competition. And what a lot of people don't know as well is that these orders are orders that are pending, okay? It's not orders in total. Like, for example, this product right here does not have 94,000 orders in total. It has 94,000 orders that are currently pending to be shipped, which is actually incredible if you understand that, because you would think that it would otherwise mean the total amount of orders, which is incredibly wrong. So if we scroll down, obviously these cables are really popular. I mean, look how many orders are going out for every single one of these cables. Now, let's just get out of these cables because I just clicked on it to kind of show you guys how you're able to go around this store or around AliExpress and find different things. So let me close that. And let me take a look at Bumpers. So Bumpers is actually a pretty good free plus shipping offer item because it's relatively cheap and you're able to sell it as cheap and they just pay for that for the shipping. So for example, look, this item has 423 orders. This one has 500. So these are potentially pretty good items that we could sell simply due to the fact that they're very cheap items. So we could go ahead and try a free plus shipping offer with them. But there are also other things that we have to take into consideration. So let's go ahead and let's pass them through that before we decide that this is actually a good item that we should start selling. Now, the first thing that I always do when I get to this feed is that I sort by orders. So I'm gonna go ahead and sort by orders. And obviously here at the top, we have some with 24,000 orders, 11,000, 9,000. I'm going to keep scrolling down. You have this one with 5,000. I'm looking for something around the 700 to 2,000, maybe 3,000 range maximum. And also some items with variations. So you want to allow your customers to pick from different variations when it comes to phone accessories, okay? Because there are many different types of phones, for example. So look, this one right here, this matte transparent has 3,000 orders, but maybe that's not bad. 3,000, I think from 3 to 4,000 is the uppermost limit, but optimally you would want to stick from 700 to 2,000 more or less. But for example, let's take a look at, so this one's actually a good one, I think. I think this is a really good one. So I clicked on this Universal 3D Soft Silicone, and how I knew that this was a good one was because we have a bunch of good reviews. We have these orders, but actually, you know what? I don't think that it's going to be a good one simply due to the fact that you could get in trouble by selling these. Yeah. Now that I just noticed, this has different characters that are copyrighted. So that's something that you guys also have to look for when you're looking for products, because yeah, this looked good because of the reviews, the orders, the price was $1. But when I looked at the actual item and what it was that we're selling, it's characters from Disney or something similar. And so you guys could get in trouble with the people that actually copyright this if you sell it in your online store. So the people that are selling this are actually selling it like kind of illegally. I do not recommend that you do that. There's a lot of money to be made in selling things like this. I know a couple people who have made thousands and thousands of dollars, hundreds of thousands on a monthly basis selling items like this that are copyrighted, but I suggest that you don't because you could get in trouble. So we're not going to pick that item right now. Let's keep looking and see. So let's go on the second page. And what you guys have to realize is that you have to spend some time in really getting comfortable with this website and getting comfortable with product research in general, because it's a lot of what you're going to be doing. Remember, when we have one product that's making us 6 figures per month, we don't stop there. We just keep finding products and keep selling products and selling products until we have 30, 50 items that are making 6 figures per month. And at that point, you literally have nothing to worry about. But our goal here in this training right now is to find that one item, to find a couple of items that have some more opportunity than others. We're going to throw 20 into our store, but we're going to have 1 or 2 that we're going to start selling once we do get to the advertisement section. So how do we find that product? So let's take a look at this. So here we have this one. So 600 reviews, 2,700 orders, but only 2 colors available. Let's look for one that has a couple more variations. Okay, so this one might actually be really good just because it looks like that leather material. It symbolizes luxury and high quality, right? So it's gonna be easier for us to be able to target people who are interested in these types of things, because now not only are we targeting people who are interested in, for example, phone cases, but also people who are interested in luxury items and things that are related to leather and things like that. So if I click on this product, I'm gonna open it here in another tab. Let's take a look at it. Let's pass it through the criteria. So we see here that we have this leather item. It actually looks incredible. They have it in a whole bunch of different products. So look at all these different materials and all these different, actually, I think it's the same material, just different products. So look at all these different products that people are going to be able to choose from. And we have 2,257 votes. So this is great, right? One of the things that we want to look at are the reviews. And we're actually going to go and take a look at what those reviews say. So if we scroll, see, these are all pictures that later on we're going to use for our store, to be able to put that up and be able to showcase it to the customer, because we don't have to take pictures. We don't even need to actually buy one of these products for us to start selling it. So if we go down, let's look for the feedback right here. So we're going to come to the feedback and we're going to look at what people are saying about this. So like we saw at the top, the shipping is 20 to 39 days, which is the maximum tier that we're going to shoot for. Okay, we're not going to go any more than that because it would take too long, and it usually gets there from 3 to 4 weeks, maybe 5, when it says this time frame, which is not a big deal at all. It only costs $2.27, which is perfect. In one of the later videos, I'm going to show you guys exactly what you need to be pricing your items in order to make the most amount of money possible. But this is a very good price for what it is, because this is a luxury item, so we're going to be able to sell it for a lot more. So if we scroll down, we read the reviews. So check this out. Moscow, 3 weeks to come to order, so that's perfect. It only took 3 weeks and it went to Moscow. So I imagine if it's coming to the United States, that it would be faster. Case is excellent, came in 18 days. You saw, so 18 days. It says 20 to 39, but this is almost perfect. So there are a lot of good reviews, and the good reviews really outweigh the other ones by a ton, right? 4.8 out of 5 stars. That is actually perfect. This would be a good item that we could begin testing. Now, what I did notice about this item, and maybe you guys didn't, was that it's only for an iPhone 6 to 6S, okay? So maybe what we should be doing is we should be looking for products that appeal to a wider range of phones, right? And what you guys are going to notice is that there are some items on here that that we are going to be able to not only choose the color, but choose the phone. And so maybe you guys are going through products and you didn't realize that, but that is something that you need to keep in mind, okay? By selling this right here, although it checks off in everything else, it's a product that is only limited to an iPhone 6 and a 6S, okay? So let's see if we can find another one that is also a very good phone case, but that is able to be to fit other phones, right? That you're able to choose the size. So let's take a look. Let's look for something like that. Let's see, going down here. So this one actually looks pretty cool, and I'm not saying that because it says it on the picture. It's actually very, very cheap. Like you saw there, $1.27. It has really good reviews, 2,000 orders, and you see this fits Android phones, okay? So I would probably look for things that fit iPhones. So actually, let's stick to phone cases for a second here, and let's find the perfect phone case that I would put up for sale right now, okay? So let's look up iPhone. Okay, so, and this is something else that you guys have to realize. You're going to type in keywords to this top section here, but you don't want to type in the whole thing. You want to type in one word, and you want to look at what it's suggesting for you to look up. And you're also going to see how many results there are for that. Obviously, the more results, the more items you're going to be able to choose from. But it's important that, for example, iPhone 8 case, 912 results, you're probably not going to see a lot of products. Maybe the potential is not there. So you're looking for something that's sort of average. In this case, it doesn't really apply because it's only just looking for different models. But for example, if you look up the word yoga, then now you have different variations. You see, it's not like an iPhone 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever. This is like yoga mat, yoga pants, yoga leggings, yoga pants woman. So what is it that if you want to sell something related to yoga, you're going to look up the word yoga and see what these results look like. So yoga mat, see, this might be a good one because it's kind of like an average of some of these yoga top, yoga leggings, and these are even suggestions for you to be able to look up different keywords and find different items, because this is what the average person does, okay? This is what the person out there who's getting this training that is not effective is doing. They're being told that yoga is cool and that they need to sell yoga stuff. They're coming up here, typing yoga and pressing enter. And that's what everyone's doing. You don't want to do what everyone is doing. You want to use these related searches. You want to use the product research criteria, and you want to click on these suggestions to search up keywords that no one out there is searching for. And look, you're going to find products that no one out there is using because they literally do not type these keywords in here. But let's stick to the iPhone cases for a second, because I want to use that as an example of what is a good iPhone case that I would start selling right now. And how did I come up with that conclusion? And that's going to help you guys in finding your products if you're able to look up the different niches that we said before, maybe even find a combination of these niches and be able to pass your product through that same exact product research criteria. So I'm going to look up here iPhone case. So I'm going to look up iPhone case. I'm going to sort by orders. This is probably going to be a lot. So look, 36,000. That is a ton of orders. Let's keep going down. Let's go down to like the 4,000 range. Find something around there. That seems interesting. Okay, so we'll stick around this area. So let's see. So this one's obviously cool. This one, the Dark Knight. Minnie Mouse, Mickey Mouse. Remember what I said about that? Okay, this one might be actually really good. So it's a little bit past the number of orders that we want to stick around, but not one compared to the maximum of phone cases. You get what I mean? So for example, I like to stick from 700 to maximum the 4,000 range, preferably 700 to 2,000 orders more or less. But you also have to take into consideration what is the maximum of that product. So like we saw in page 1 of iPhone cases, there were 93,000 orders on that first product. Obviously that is the border, right? That is the topmost. So when we look at this case, it's 4,800, right? Which is a lot more than what I would recommend. But when compared with what the topmost is, it's a number that is fine for this specific niche, right? So I'm actually going to come into this product right here. Silicone cartoon cat. So the first thing that we're going to look at, how many orders? Okay. Decent amount, more than I would consider, but it's an okay number when compared to the topmost for this niche. Now, how many votes does it have and what are the ratings? So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to come down. I'm going to take a look at these pictures and kind of see what the quality of this is and what it looks like. And remember, these are the pictures that later on we're going to use for our online store. And I'm going to show you guys a really quick way, like a 3-step way. I think it's like 2 steps to add this product to your store without having to wait at all. It's going to add all the pictures by itself. It's going to add the product description, the name, and everything like that. So as we're scrolling down, they look of pretty good quality, right? This is pretty cool, the whole heart thing. So obviously you would be targeting females once we start running advertisements, because I don't think a male is going to order this. And there are a lot of orders that are being put for this product. So if I keep scrolling down, come over to the feedback section, let's see what people are saying about it. So people are saying, if you have a phone case, satisfied order, very cute case, excellent feel, the quality is good. Let's keep going through the pages. Some of these are not in English. Nice, can rub, dirty, easily cleaned. Cool, pretty cute case, perfect for stock. And people even put pictures here of their case, of the case that they got and how it looks on their phone and the quality and everything like that. Shipping 3 weeks, it said there. Cool. So if we come scroll back up and we take a look at the 5-star reviews versus the other ones, we see that, yeah, there are some 2 stars, some 3 stars, some 4s. But the 5 stars really outweigh all the other ones by a ton, okay? Now, when it comes to the actual store, so if we click on this store and we go to the actual page of the store, we're going to get some info about it. And let's go ahead and click on it and see what comes up. So top selling. So these are actually all items that are being sold by this exact same store. And how we kind of identify whether this is a store that it makes sense buying from is realizing that this store has a ton of items that are being sold, and 2, for example, they have 20,000 orders for this one, 5,000 for this one, and they've been open for 2 years. Now, when you take that into consideration with how many reviews the actual product has, this would be a good item to begin selling. Now, on top of that, we have variations, right? So not only are you selling customers to your products from someone who is reputable and someone who has a decent number of orders on the item, which means that the item is a good one to sell. There are votes, the votes are very positive, but you also have the ability to let your audience, your customers choose what type of phone they want to buy this for. And this is absolutely key because like we saw in the previous item that we found, it was a perfect item. It was sold by someone who was reputable, but they did not have cases for anything else in the iPhone 6, right? And this one has cases for all these different iPhones that people in your store are going to be able to choose from very easily, okay? And they also have the ability to choose from this one to this one. And this kind of combines two niches, right? Because this combines the hobbies kind of accessories niche when it comes to phone cases, but it also combines like pets, right? Because like you see here, this is related to a pet, and that's going to help us a lot once we start advertising these products. Now, the next way that we want to find products, other than actually looking through them and looking through the front page and looking for things that are effective and then passing it through that product research criteria, is by using the search feature at the top. So what I'm going to do by going to the search feature at the top is that I'm going to do what I showed you guys very briefly before, which is that I'm going to type a word and I'm going to see what it recommends that I look up. So for example, we're going to go into fishing. So fishing is over a $71 billion market and increasing really quickly. And so if we're able to get into that niche of fishing, which is saturated, which is good, right? We want to go into niches that are saturated, but pick products that are not, then we're going to be extremely successful as we're able to pick the right products and run the right type of advertisement. So we're going to come to AliExpress search bar and we're going to type in, remember, we do not want to search the word fishing here because sure, it's going to show us these recommendations, which is good, but you don't want to search the word, like you don't want to submit the word fishing, because if you submit the word fishing, this is what everyone is seeing that is looking for things related to fishing. So you want to type in fishing and see what is recommended, or you want to go even more specific, which is to find a type of fishing. So for example, in the niche video, you guys saw that one of them was fly fishing. Now, if you know what, if you could kind of tell where I'm coming from, by looking at fly fishing, you're differentiating yourself from everyone out there trying to find different products by like 1,000%. Because one, these people do not do the research to understand what these different types of fishing alternatives are, as far as allowing you to go on here and search for them, right? That is not a recommended search. Like when you type in the word fishing, it's not recommended. So if you're able to do your research on your niche, so let's say you pick one of the niches that I recommended in that video, make sure you guys are searching for products by using the keywords under it and going into a sub niche of the main niche. So this one that I'm looking for here is fly fishing. So I'm going to come in and the first thing I'm going to do is sort by orders. And now some people recommend to for example, maybe you might have seen some information in the past of people saying, oh, just also click on free shipping because you want free shipping. We don't want to do that. It doesn't matter if we pay for shipping, because what a lot of products do is that, for example, let's say a product costs $2 and the shipping is free. What some vendors on AliExpress do is that the product will cost $1, but the shipping will be another $1, which equals to the $2 plus the shipping being free. So if you exclude free shipping, then you're never going to see that product that the shipping was discounted from the actual price of it. So make sure you guys do not do that, because you could lose a lot of items that could be extremely effective. So here we have, we sorted by orders, right? And we can see that the top one has 234 orders. There's a lot of good reviews. This one's 217. And these are higher ticket items, okay? These items are more expensive. Now, when you're just starting off, maybe you don't want to start with an item that is high ticket, simply due to the fact that you're probably going to have to spend more money in order to acquire a customer, since these items are more expensive. But let's see if we could find anything here that makes sense. So these orders are actually a little bit less. Let me type fly fishing tying. See, I'm clicking on these suggested ones because I want to see what is it that is related to fly fishing. So fly fishing tying, let's sort that by orders. And look at this first item right here, 700 orders. Okay, 773, 622. These are actually perfect. So I'm going to click on this one right here. Let's see what we have. So the first thing is, do we have different variations? Yes, we have all these different colors, and you actually get 5 pieces per. So this is awesome, because you're getting 5 of every single one of these little ties. The pictures are nice. These are the same pictures that we're going to use for our online store, because remember, we're not even buying the product. The shipping is within the range that is recommended, which is $20 to $39. The price is pretty good, $2.21. There are a lot of positive votes for this. Let's go ahead and let's take a look at the feedback that people are having on this. Moscow to 2 weeks. So it got there in 2 weeks. Money, worth your money 100%. Posting was 3 weeks. Very good, beautiful, arrived well in package, great price. Ordered June, received July 9. Great, what you need, reseller, thanks for sending and fast delivery. So obviously these are really good reviews when it comes to this product. It has a nice amount of orders. It has a 4.9 stars. The price is really good. It's a low price. We're easily going to be able to sell this for a lot more and make a very nice margin on an item like this. The shipping is good. Now let's take a look at the store. I'm going to open it in another tab and let's see what we have there. So obviously this is a huge store. I mean, this is a huge store that is focused around selling things related to fishing. And this is also another way that you guys could find items on AliExpress. And it's by going through these different stores, right? You click on the actual store that's selling the item and you see what items they're selling that are related to that in their store. And those are even items that you could put up on your store that are related to fishing or that are related to different things depending on what it was that you put there. Sometimes they even have coupons right here. Let's see their top selling items. So these are actually the top selling items for this store. So let's see, they have this 2-meter bulk carp fishing. Look, so carp fishing, you see? So we have to go kind of niche into fishing. So fishing is the main one, but what's underneath it, right? Fly fishing, carp fishing, all these different ones. And you're not only limited to phone cases and fishing stuff like I showed you here. I'm just kind of walking you guys through the process of where are the different places that you need to go. What are the different things that you need to take into consideration as you're using AliExpress to find your winning products, okay? And when we do find a product, like for example, we have this one, I'm gonna copy the URL and I'm gonna put it right here into a Word document. Let's start saving the URLs as you guys are going through AliExpress and as you guys are going through this module and actually applying what it is that I'm showing you how to do. Make sure that you write down, you copy down the URL, the link at the top of this product, okay? Because I'm gonna walk you guys through exactly what you need to do to import them into your store so that we could start selling almost immediately. So for now, make sure you start putting those products down. We're gonna wanna pick from 15 to 20. Let's do 20 products for our specific store. And I'm gonna keep looking for stuff. Remember, it doesn't have to be limited to fishing or things related to phones. I'm gonna keep finding some of them here. We'll find another one together. Then I'm gonna find the rest of mine so that I can load them up into my store later on. And we're gonna just walk through the entire process together. So remember, we're going to want to make sure, see top brand. So obviously this is a reputable store. It's been open for 4 years, 99% positive feedback, and it has all these items that are for sale. So this is someone that is reputable, good reviews. It's an item that we can upsell people on. So for example, once we start building that customer list of people who are interested in fly fishing, they're more than likely interested in other types of fishing potentially, or even other things that they could use in fly fishing. So we could sell them other products that are similar to the one that they just purchased, right? So it's absolutely awesome. That product definitely meets the criteria. Let's find another one. I'm actually going to open up the PowerPoint here and I'm going to look for some of these niches and let's see what else we could buy. So jewelry, let's go into jewelry and let's find something to do with horoscopes, okay? Let's find something with jewelry and horoscopes. So I'm going to come here. Horoscope and pendant necklace, horoscope bracelets, horoscope pendant. Let's see what we got there. So I'm going to go in there. I'm going to immediately sort by orders and see what's going on. So obviously these are lower ordered items because it's more niche. The more niche that you go, the less orders it could potentially have. 200, maybe not my type of item. Necklace, pendants. I always click on these related searches and I always find the best products by clicking on them. So make sure that you guys go around those related searches and as you find your items, walk them through the product research criteria, right? The product research criteria that we have to follow, and you guys are going to find items that are going to do extremely well. I'm going to sort by orders again. 18,000 orders. Obviously that is a ton. We have 10,000 here. Let's keep going down. Let's stay around the 5,000 range for this one and see what we got. So this is a very nice item right here, right? And it's obviously jewelry. Let's click on it and see what it says. So 2016, sell like hotcakes. That's funny. Pendant. So let's take a look at it. So we have 5,000 orders, which is obviously a lot. It's almost double what I usually look for, but obviously this item sells a lot as well. It has very good reviews, 177. It has 21 4 stars, which is a little bit. It's not the best, but it could potentially still be a good item. Let's go down and take a look at the feedback. All super stuffed earrings. Let's take a look at the shipping real quick. So we have 20 to 38 days. And these are other shipping methods that you have. Like, for example, you're going to notice that some items have what's called e-packet. And so we're going to get that when it's available, because what e-packet is a way to get these items to our customers a lot faster, and it's $2 extra. And this is going to be something that we take into consideration when we determine how much the product is going to cost. So for example, yes, 20 to 38 days is good. It only costs 21 cents, but we are always going to choose e-packet when it comes to shipping out these products. And I'm going to go ahead and clarify that later on in the other videos when I show you guys how to put in these orders and what you're going to need to do. But for example, this item, it does not cost 75 cents. This item costs $2.35 plus 75, because we need to make sure that if e-packet is available and it's reasonably priced, right? Like if e-packet was, for example, 20 bucks, we would not get it. But we do need to do everything that we can to try and get it to our customer as quickly as possible. And we do that using e-packet. And that's going to be better in the long run for us, because our branding is going to be better. People are going to love our store more. The comments are going to be coming in. The reviews are going to be coming in because it arrived so quickly. And it's an item of such high quality. Let's take a look at whether this is a good vendor for us. So I'm going to right click, open link in a new tab. I'm going to go to their store. Let's click on top selling. So obviously this store is huge, right? It's selling tons of items. Look how many orders each of these items have. Open for 3 years. It has almost 25,000 followers, people that are following their stuff, that order their things. 12,000 on just one thing. And this is another way, guys, to find products. Remember, you click on the store and look at these best-selling products for this AliExpress store here. This is another way to find your products, and one that has been extremely effective for me. When I find someone who sells items that are good, I go to their store and try to find other items in their store in order for me to test. Obviously, I already know that they're coming from someone reputable, so I only need to go in the product, make sure that it has good reviews, make sure that the product has a decent amount of orders. I don't want products that are not ordered by anyone. We're able to come down, take a look at the reviews. Is the shipping on time? Is it in a profitable niche? And we go from there. And so guys, those are a lot of the different strategies that I personally use on AliExpress. I spend a ton of time here when it comes to finding the right products, because this is one of the best tools that you're able to use. And at the end of the day, we're always going to come back to AliExpress to order them. This is where we actually order the products for our store that we're going to start drop shipping to other people. So that's how you find products using the related searches. That's how you pass products through the product research criteria fairly quickly, and how you figure out whether it's the right shipping, whether it's a store that's reputable, are the reviews good, is this an item that makes sense? Like we found in this video a couple of items that might have looked good, but they weren't good because it wasn't available in different variations. Like for example, this one that we have right here, you could get the pendant in purple, or you could get it in red, in blue, in black, right? So by offering different varieties, you're gonna have more customers and more sales, because people are gonna have options, right? And when people have options, they trust the business, right? Because they see that, oh, this is not limited to only this color. Is this a small company that doesn't give me choices? And so remember, we want to pick up to 20 products. We want 20 products before we actually start selling. And what you want to do for now is start picking out these products using AliExpress. Make sure that you guys go through all the videos in this module, because I'm going to show you different ways to do exactly this using different tools that a lot of people are not using, okay? And all we want to do for now is save the link to AliExpress. So save that link up here, right click, copy, save it into a notepad, into your Word document, because these are the products that we're later going to import. But for now, just save the link, and I'll see you guys on the next video.